Hey YouTube, this is going to be a video that everybody has been waiting for and asking about. So this is my 2020 Camry SE. As you know, I've owned it for about 6 months right now. So this is going to be a 6-month update on how the car has treated me, what I like about the car and what I don't like about the car. So in about 6 months time, I put about 30,000 miles on the car. So this will give a very in-depth review as far as reliability and day-to-day workings of the car. So she's a little dirty now, but we're good. So basically Toyota has the 2-year 25,000 mile free maintenance service for the oil changes, which is every 10,000 miles, and tire rotations, which is every 5,000 miles. So I've been performing them. So I just expired on that since I hit 30,000 miles. I'm going to start doing it on my own. See, over the 6-month time, I got my windows tinted. 15% tint makes it look very nice with the contrast on the white paint and the nice. As we look inside, please excuse these other stuff here. The seats, they're wearing very well. There's not a lot of wear and tear on the seats. Passenger seat is also good. I am a Lyft driver, so I try to drive that about 5 days a week. 2 days out of the week, or 3 days out of the week, I do a delivery job for a restaurant that my wife works at. So as you can see, this Syntex leather is in good shape. Now when you come inside, where the magic happens. Yeah, I got the push to button start. Still works pretty good. Battery's good. Everything else is good on that. So the interior materials there's some things that over the 6 months time that I noticed way before when I got the car. Got the piece right here. This plastic piece, it just likes to pop out. So when I put this wheel cover on, it keeps it in place to an extent. Sometimes I got to push it back in. So that's a little bit of a not very good thing for a 2020 car. And inside here, everything else is okay. Got some. Everything works here as far as. On the side right here, there's a plastic piece that broke off first week of ownership, and then it broke off just last week now. So there's a tab that keeps breaking off, so I took it to the dealer and they replaced it under warranty, and now it happened again. So we'll see what's gonna happen. Well, I do have a 10-year 100,000 mile warranty on this car, and the reason because when I financed it through Toyota, they had a deal going on. So I thought that was one of my main reasons to trade in my other car. The other one was a 2018 Camry. I had a couple of issues right before the warranty time. The wheel bearing went out on that one. You can check out that video. I have a video about that, explaining that in detail. So anyways, let's get back to this car. This one here looks like this rubber thing is pinched or teared or something, but this has been like that since the beginning when I got the car. Okay, the engine is good, everything else is good. The Apple CarPlay and the Android Auto is a inviting feature, but sometimes it does have its drawbacks. I don't know if it's a glitch or what. What happens is, if I have the Android Auto on, this portion to change your music does not work at all. But it does work when I have my Bluetooth or any other station or the regular radio or anything else is on. It'll work. So this is the volume right here. This will work on the Apple CarPlay and the Android Auto. But this, for some reason, doesn't want to move sounds or anything. And then when you disconnect it, it keeps going back to the default, which is AM, FM. And I can't find a way to change that. So as my main concern since I bought the car was the seats. They're kind of they lack thigh support, and they're not very comfortable, especially me being 6 feet tall. So that's still the same case, So I try to improvise by using this, using this pillow right here. This will do the job to an extent. Now, like I told you before, I've been doing some delivery job for a restaurant. So the restaurant has like 4 different locations. Like roughly 60 miles apart for all together. 2 in St. Petersburg, 1 in Clearwater, 1 in Safety Harbor, Florida. So I keep, delivering and stuff. So the car, as you know, is equipped with the 60/40 seats that fold down. So sometimes I have stuff all the way up here. Trunk is always folded up sometimes, So the car is a pretty practical car, and it works out. And another situation that I had was this plastic piece, it broke off. So basically this whole thing would be dangling. I would catch that happen all the time. So there's a tab in there, it doesn't stay put, so it's very loose and flimsy. As you can see, it comes off. There's no reason for it to come off in any way. This one, no matter how much I do anything, try to move it or anything, it doesn't want to come off. That's the way it should be. I got these cardboards here to protect everything. Over the time I had some, scratches right there. And I took a lot of road trips on the car as well. The car gives phenomenal gas mileage, so why not? It's got that smart key system that works really well. I like that feature. Very, very quick and easy to use. It works in any type of weather. I can touch the door sensors. There's no issues. So I've been taking a lot of trips with this car. Been from here to Florida to Texas a couple of times. Been to Atlanta many times. Many trips I try to do. So you do get a little bit of a rock chips everywhere. It's not a problem. Got some rock chip. Got a little bit of a scuff here going on, which I don't know how that happened. And then there's some kind of scuff here that somebody rubbed against it or something. I can't seem to get that out. So the engine runs pretty good. That sound, that extra sound that you guys hear, the ticking, there's nothing to be alarmed of. It's just the direct injected fuel pump and everything right here. It just seems to make its noise, but that's what does the wonders on the gas mileage. Everything else is good. No fluid is less. Everything is on point. Air filter has been changed. I really take care of the car. Battery is original. Should be. All the hoses seem good. It's only 30,000 miles on it. Engine does still smell brand new. This is 30,000 miles, and you can tell it's the same smell that on the car is brand new when the engine runs. So I like that. The radar sensors, they do work pretty good. I don't have any issues with the radar sensors at all. Sometimes, when it rains a little bit too much and there's some debris on it, it'll give me a little message just to clean it up or something, but it's good. And I like the blind spot monitor system that this car has. Works very well, and you can pretty much 90% trust it most of the time. But always you gotta, turn your head around and use your mirrors, and also, you don't want to give complete trust to these features. They're there to help, but you don't want to take them for granted and use them all the time. Backup camera works good. We got the rear cross traffic alert. Exhaust note is good. Got that fake dual pipe exhaust. I don't know why I bother doing that. It just makes it look kind of odd in the back. You can tell it's a fake. These plastics, they do have a tendency to get scuffed like that all the time. So if I clean it, it's all good. It's a little bit of a cheap feeling plastic, but as you can see, the finishing here is very well. I'm sure you can check out my video on a new Nissan Maxima that I was doing a video on, and the whole, the plastic thing felt like it wasn't finished properly, and there were some misaligned panels and gaps everywhere. So in this Camry here, I don't see that anywhere happening. Now, you do have a little bit issues here and there, but I mean, I'm using the car. All these buttons are good. They work very well. I try to keep my car very clean, but that's clean and keep everything in point. The engine is good. I don't have any problems, but I did notice one hiccup on the car. I was driving. I was coming down to a stop, probably going about 20 miles an hour or so, and then the signal turned green, so I feathered the gas to go, and the car did a weird type of jerk. I felt like it was kind of confused, moving up on the gear or something, and it was like a jolt, like that. And I'm like, whoa, what's going on? It kind of scared me, for a bit. I do know there's a lot of gears that are in this transmission, 8-speed transmission, so I don't know, it was probably one of the gears. It was trying to go back down because I'm trying to accelerate the car. And it did a weird type of jolt and jerk, and it never did that before. This happened last week. I'm just trying to keep an extra eye on it to see if I have any issues. If this keeps happening, then I'm gonna have to take it back. Still under the warranty, so take advantage of the warranty. Other than that, though, it's a durable car. This is using it for lift, though, so you get all kinds of people. Sometimes, you spray disinfectant spray, different type of sprays to clean the seats, and it doesn't leave no marking. It's very durable. People, sometimes me and we eat in the car and we drop some food and liquid or something, and you clean it off and it looks like it's never been there. No, it leaves no marks. A lot better than cloth seats, I can tell you that. Everything is is good. So basically, I do have, I would, for 30,000 miles though, the car has been fairly reliable, as a Toyota should. I do notice that the quality for this generation is slightly decreased compared to the previous generation. Seats, they still lack room. That's my main concern that I had since I had the car. With this generation though, in the rear seat, there's limited leg room. You do have decent amount of rooms for the front passengers and the driver, but in the rear seat you're lacking on that. A couple of the styling here is like I said, the styling looks good, but for everyday use, practicality, it kind of affects that to a point. Putting things here, this opening is very small. This gear gets in the way, and every time you try to reach it, you rub your hand or you put your phone there, it'll make scratches here on this same cheap grainy plastic that they use. Same like this one, which same thing with this. So these are very easily scratched, though. You got to be careful. Like here, I was just cleaning, and I used some kind of towel, and I made a little bit of a scratch, though. So I noticed one thing. The surfaces are easily scratched. You just got to be a little bit mindful of that. I'm averaging pretty decent gas mileage on the car. About 30 miles on the city, and I hit it off at 40 miles to the gallon on the highway. So that's always good. If I drive it rough, gas mileage goes down. It is what it is. So, I feel pretty confident that, this car can last a pretty long time. Just wish that transmission thing doesn't happen again, but just gonna keep a close eye on that. The previous the first model year, the 2018 that I had a lot of issues with, delayed, 2-second delay when I accelerate, or that same jerk that I had with this car. It would happen periodically, and it got to be a nuisance on that. And then I guess everything is good with this car. If you guys have any questions about the car or anything, please comment below, and please like, subscribe, for more content on my cars, and I'll be recording different cars in the future when I get my hands on them. So, you know, as far as the car is concerned, I would recommend the car. Thank you. Have a nice... Sorry. Have a nice... Shit. Excuse me. Have a nice... Excuse me, sorry. Have a nice day, guys.